So due to a poll on Twitter, we're going to be doing r/WholesomeMemes. You might cry a little bit from this video, so I'm sorry, but it's better than being angry at anti-vaxxers, I think. Also, before I go, there is a poll in the top right-hand corner, so if you would like to choose what video we get next, vote for your favorite subject and we'll cover it next. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, let's just jump right into it. Last night my husband was so drunk he kissed me and said, "You're the hottest girlfriend I've ever had." And I was like, "I'm your wife." And he was like, "Oh my god, that's awesome. Having a gay son is like getting a french fry in your onion rings." I didn't ask for it, but hey, I like those too. Being straight and getting hit on by a gay guy is like receiving a lot of money, but in the wrong currency. Like, wow, this is useless right now, but if I ever cross that border, I'm gonna be one lucky guy. When you lower the brightness of your meme for the Redditors trying to sleep, it ain't much, but it's honest work. Who influenced you the most in your life? My principal, Ms. Lopez. How has she influenced you? When we get in trouble, she doesn't suspend us. She calls us into her office and explains how society was built down around us. And she tells us that each time somebody fails out of school, a new jail cell gets built. And one time she made every student stand up, one at a time. She told each and every one of us that we matter. My girlfriend recently went back to college to get a bachelor's and studies by reading out loud. I told her it doesn't bother me because I just put on my headphones and listen to music. Truth is, I almost never turn music on and listen to her, and I'm so proud of her. What is something that makes you smile every time? My cat thinks he is the best at hiding. He is nearly blind, so he doesn't know that his cover is usually a lot smaller than him. I'll stare straight into his eyes and ask where he went, saying that he's the best hider. After a minute or two, he'll jump out of his hiding spot and run over to me. I'll say, "There he is," then pat his head. He looks so proud of himself every time. Honestly, Minecraft is a good game, and I'll never forgive the internet for making people feel bad for liking a game about fucking mining and building houses. You know what? Good post, OP. Stephen Pruitt put nearly 3 million edits on Wikipedia and written 35,000 original articles, all for free. Meet the man behind a third of what's on Wikipedia. Careful, he's a hero. I think everyone from my generation can thank him for putting us through high school pretty much. So cheers for that, mate. People have raised over $160,000 for a fire festival caterer who was left broke after using her own life savings to pay staff. Imagine waking up for an 8 AM class, and this is what you walk in and see. He got up extra early to make a holiday class a little fun. Be nice and respect what he's doing. This Indian dad is filling potholes one by one after his son was killed because of a pothole. People who have been in a coma, what was your perception of time while in it? I was in a coma for a week after surgery. To me, it was instant. The odd part, my mum talked to me while I was in the coma, and I remember the things she said. She talked about raising me, the funny things I did, etc. When my mum passed away in 2007, she fell asleep first. We knew she wouldn't wake up again. So I talked to her about how amazing she was as a mum. I talked for hours until she took her last breath. I hope she heard me. I wasn't always a good son. You really about to make me cry right now? How dare you. All aboard the Feels train. Choo choo. Yeah, sex is cool, but have you ever woke up from a dream and went back to sleep and then the dream picked up where it left off? Dirk has $300 million plus, and his wife still sends him to games with a plate of leftovers wrapped in tinfoil. Just drove a guy home from a bar, and the whole 15 minutes he talked about how excited he was to see his wife. How much do you guys earn a month? I'm asking so I can price my tickets as low as I can. Honestly, this is maybe the nicest and most sincere thing I've ever seen a celebrity do. Standing in line for pho tonight, behind a dad who's trying to explain Alzheimer's to his son. Boy, but Grandpa forgot me. Dad, remember Dory? She forgot things too, right? Boy, yes. Dad, but did that mean she loved Nemo any less? Boy, beaming. No. That's a good way of explaining it. I made an old lady blush at work today because she ordered 2 senior coffees, and I said, "Senior? I'm sorry, miss, I'm gonna have to ask to see some ID." She covered her mouth and went, "Oh dear me," and couldn't stop smiling. You, my friend, are a really sweet person. Man who was homeless for 20 years, turns life around to be voted London's happiest bus driver. When I was at the lake, there were a group of college guys jumping off the cliff, and they were all giving this one dude in their group crap for wearing a life jacket when no one else had one on. And he goes, "Quit it. I think he promised my girl I would wear it," and I think about that a lot. A 3-year-old cancer survivor served as a flower girl to a bone marrow donor's wedding. Now this is the news I want to see on my timeline. That moment when my dog and husband realized I was in the car beside him. Soundproof walls. I can yell anything I want and no one can hear me? I love my family! This little girl thought a bride she saw in the street was a princess from a book. And I'm crying. Be me. Spend all free time with girlfriend for years. Lost long-term girlfriend and subsequently lost best friend. Realize that I have no other friends. Leave uni class, then cool social group says sup ain't on. I stop and make small talk. Don't want to fuck up. Ask how my winter break was and how girlfriend is. Say that it's not a thing anymore. Try not to cry in public.jpg. Group goes quiet. Hey Anon, we're going to the pub. Join us? What the fuck, really? Sure. We'll get drinks and ask me how I'm feeling and lets me vent. Feels good, .gif. All super understanding dudes. I had no idea. I can now laugh about my situation. They learn I'm a music guy. Some of them are great musicians too. We set up a metal band. 2019 is going to be a lot different. And I like it. Dog saves owner's life by laying on him for 24 hours in the freezing cold. The Michigan man who slipped and broke his neck outdoors in freezing conditions survived laying in snow for nearly 24 hours thanks to his dog, who kept him warm through the night and barked for help. You ever get goosebumps from reading something? Yeah, that's happening. My dad always found rubber duck's fuzz on walks and hid them around for his version of good luck. He passed 4 years ago and we thought we found them all. Tonight I opened the backseat cup holder of my car for apparently the first time in a while. Dad, you genius jerk. I go to the same gas station every day after work for beer and burritos. Today when I asked for my burrito, the guy said, "They're hot." I knew he'd be here, so I made a fresh batch, and that's the most thoughtful shit anyone's done for me in a while. We're living in an apartment as we renovate our house. Congrats on that, by the way. Is it like your dream home? I mean, my wife's gonna be living there, so yeah. Michael, you lovable, fucking wholesome bastard. You're like the internet's dad. I love you, man. My parents denied me vaccinations as a child. Today I was finally able to take my health into my own hands. Can we please talk about the experiment who just made sandwiches for the entire series of Lilo and Stitch? Look at him! Friendly reminder that Rube had the same powers and strength as Stitch, but had a higher intelligence resulting in him being able to speak perfectly. But instead of being obsessed with destroying cities, only cared about making sandwiches. Best invention ever. Dude, I remember this show. It was actually a really good show. I should rewatch it. How my girlfriend sees herself. How I see my girlfriend. Reasons to kill yourself. Seriously, there is never a reason to kill yourself. If you're feeling sad and you feel like that is something you need to do, you can talk to people. You can talk to your family or you can talk to a licensed professional, but that is never the way to go. You matter, and I hope you know that. Dude in front of me just slept through the entire physics exam. Lol. Speaking of puppies, I actually have a puppy now, so like if the uploads are less often than they already are, it's because puppies are hard work. Not all dogs are good boys. Some are good girls. Girl took cardboard cutout of Danny DeVito to prom, so he took a cutout to Patty's pub. My friend needed sweatpants in order to get in her lab to take a quiz, so I'm just chilling in the restroom for 50 minutes with booty shorts on. Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear booty shorts. I would never vaccinate my kids. That is unnatural, dangerous and pointless, expensive, reckless and harmful. I take my kids to a doctor so they can vaccinate them instead. Yeah, sex is great, but have you ever had your favorite person tell you they're proud of you? To all dogs laying down, will you please just stay laying down even if I get up? I swear I'm not doing anything important and I'll be right back. And you look so cozy. I love you and I just want you to be happy. Top stories. Man gets cancer on cancerous growth, killing the growth and ending his cancer. It hurt itself in confusion. My girlfriend's brain. Insecurities. Me, my girlfriend. Judging people by the color of their skin. Judging people by the content of their character. Me to my plumber. I'm sorry about the cat. He thinks everyone is his best friend. Plumber. It's okay. I'm used to people's cats. 2 minutes later, from another room. Plumber. Mr. Swinton, you were a born plumber. After this, we'll get a nice sandwich. My boyfriend, Uwu, playing a one-player video game. Me watching because I can't play, but want to spend time with him regardless. You know how when dogs sit outside with their face in the sun while they close their eyes, and when you pet them they're all warm? That's how I want to feel always. Love everyone no matter what. But what if they're gay and believe in other gods? Did I fucking stutter? We always talk about doers and dreamers, but I'd like to give a big shout out to the triers. Dog showed up for story time at library, but nobody came to read to him. Hello? Yes, I would like to science, please. My organ's watching me drink water. Yeah, drink water. It's good for you. Canadian air traffic controllers send pizza to the US controllers working through the shutdown. Man, Canadians are so fucking nice. When you ask a question in class and the professor says, "That's a great question." Little girl mistakes water heater for robot. Welcomes it to Earth. Hugs it. Is great. Me thinking about suicide. Stanley from heaven. Don't make me come down there, you punk. Before versus after, I told him it was a good boy. So guys, that's the video. I hope you guys felt some emotion from this. Like I said, you can vote on which video you want next by hitting the icon up in the top right corner there. And yeah,